Hello, everyone. Today is November 3rd, 2022. This is the Kubernetes Storage SIG meeting. Today, we're going to go over the 1.26 planning spreadsheet. And our next deadline is coming. It's actually next Tuesday, November 8th. That's code freeze. And then November 10th, that's the deadline to submit a doc placeholder PR. Right, let's go over this. The first one is the delegate FS group to CSI driver instead of kubelet.
Hi. So I have a PR out to graduate the feature, and it's mostly waiting for the final release of CSI spec.
Okay. And Sadu, you're going to cut the release today, right?
Yes, that's the.
Okay, thank you. Right, it's this one. And also the doc PR is due soon as well. Can you also submit that one?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. And next one, recovering from recess failure E2E test. Command, there any update on tests?
Not today, but I'll try to find time to work on it.
Okay. Thank you. Next one is issues related to assume volumes amount points. This is a bug fix. Is it Xing here? Also, Xing's not here. Oh yeah, Sad looks like, yeah, Sad has an audio issue. Just hear half of what you said. Okay, next one, CSI AppMore volumes. This is for the conformance test, right?
Yeah, right. So the PR that I had open to fix the flaky test that merged, and I have one PR open to promote these to conformance test. I'm just waiting on the 2-week soak time, but
Okay.
that's ready for review.
So how long you wait for 1 more week? So, but you need to meet there's this test freeze, right? You need to. Do you need to get merged before that deadline?
Yes, and
test freeze.
we should meet the 2-week window by next Monday. So I think
yeah,
we can merge anytime after that.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Maybe actually you are actually not really strictly restricted by this deadline. This because the feature is already there, right? This is just the adding the test.
Right, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. 1 week, 2 week, 1 week.
1 week, yeah.
All right, thanks. And next one, okay, next one is done. Volume group API, yeah. So this one, there are still some questions, some review comments on the CSI spec PR. I need to schedule a meeting with James to address his concerns. Next one is provision volumes from cross namespace. Snapshot. I think we are only working on the snapshot part.
Okay. Regarding API definition, continue to discuss on GitHub, and external provisioner open the issue and submit the pull request. The external provisioner code depends on API specification.
So yeah, I see you have this this PR, you said still unresolved issues.
Mhm.
It's been reviewed. Okay. Let's see, Michelle. Michelle has been reviewing this. Okay. I thought I chatted with Michelle yesterday. It sounds like there's no major concerns, but basically, okay, I think she said you're implementing it, right? So probably that's what's left. Is it I know you opened the issue on external provisioner. Is that the one that you need to implement, or do you need to do more implementation in tree or out of tree? Hello?
Okay. Hi. Yes.
I'm just like so you need to make some more code changes in tree or out of tree.
Mhm.
Okay, we can follow up offline. I'll just say it's been, I think it's fine. It's been reviewed. And the next one, the supporting house addition matrix. And so, yeah, so we didn't merge the CSS back PR. And then for the E2 test, still have not heard from Ren yet. So need to ping him again. Next one is a new, this rewrite, this is RW access mode E2 test. This one, I think we have some tests submitted, right? Is that already merged?
Yeah, I think the test is merged.
Okay. Right. Thanks. Next one is a runtime assisted mounting.
So for this one, I submitted the CSI PR, so would love some reviews on that. And also following up with the SIG node about the runtime class suggestions that came out of the last round of reviews. And I think the target status for 1.26 should continue to say design because it's not going to be alpha.
Oh, okay, yes. All right. So to design. Thanks.
Thanks.
Next one, CSI proxy for Windows, transition to privileged containers. Is Mauricio on the call? Or Deep, you want to give them the
Yeah, so I think Alex is making a lot of progress on making the proxy basically just a library, so no more binary. And a separate branch will continue to release the binary that's existing with like any security fixes or any bug fixes if needed.
Is this the change will be in this existing CSI proxy repo, or is this someplace else?
It's in the existing CSI proxy repo.
Okay.
Yeah, and I can also add that he's has made a change to use the new library in the PD CSI driver. So
Okay.
a +1 on progress being made.
Okay, great. Thanks. It's a proxy performance issue. I'm not sure if anyone is following up with this. Yeah, so we are basically doing some internal testing just to see what is the scale, what is the performance that we can support. No expansion secret is a humble here. So I have not seen any. Oh, I think last time we're saying maybe someone from Michelle's team is going to work on E2 test with some new contributors. So I'm not sure about this one. I'll check this out. There goes Michelle. I'm not sure about this.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, I think they were interested, but I'm not sure how much time they're gonna have to get this done by 126 code freeze.
Okay.
Oh, this is just this is not targeting 126 anyway, right? It didn't.
No, it is this one. It is actually it is targeting. Oh no, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Because okay, let me make this one change this one. It's EQ test
Yeah,
because
but I
the
mean-
EQ test has to be there first, right? That's right.
Yeah,
Test.
but I think the main challenge is we would like to have the tests in the 126 time frame so that we can try to promote it in 127.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So,
yeah.
I'll ask Humble again. I just know he was on PTO for a while, so I'll ask him again on this one.
I think he probably won't because I did check him. He has a few things.
Okay.
That's targeting. So he basically says he now he come back, right? He started to get back to those work, but probably won't be able to. Not necessarily he can finish all of those on time. So but this regarding this test itself, I did check with him last time. He said it's fine if somebody else want to help with testing. Is the E2 test? He has not started this one. So, okay, so this one is still to do. And next one is secure Linux relabeling using mount options.
So I have volume reconstruction PR on review. So far I got feedback from Hemant and I'm fixing his comments and adding it to unit test and so on. But I will also need some subsequent PRs. So that will actually add SC Linux to the reconstruction. So I would like that a reconstruction PR reviewed like as soon as possible. The subsequent PR should be simple. Or rather
okay, so you want this one to be merged first before you another PR.
Like I can stuff everything into a single PR, but that would be even bigger.
Okay. So is it Jean? It'd be good for Jean to take a look, right? So I know you pinned her last time. I'm not seeing, she's not here. Okay.
I mean, I think it's okay if it is in the same PR also, but yeah.
Or maybe you can you just submit another PR, but kind of on just based on this?
Mm-hmm.
Then it's a little separate, a separate commit, right? This way, people can just review the new changes.
I will submit something.
Okay. And next one, CS migration core. So this one is done. And next one is CS migration vSphere. We do have a PR out. I think there's some question about the Windows, CSI Windows support. So we did add a note there saying that it's planning to GA CSI Windows in the next release. See, and to GA.
As a next release of CSI driver, right?
Right, that's the one that we are going to validate 106.
So he's saying that like we could LGTM the migration PR because we're gonna GA the CSI driver Windows support in the same time frame anyways.
Right, that's the one that we are test, because see, we always test the one after the release, right? So the one that we released recently is for 1.25. So the next one will be for 1.26. That is for this, right? So when we add this change there, we will be moving Windows to GA there.
Okay.
Okay, you guys have
So-
more concerns? If you guys are okay, I will go ahead and merge. If you guys do have concerns, then I'll leave it in for more questions.
Maybe a stupid question. So we will release Kubernetes, but we will not have a CSI driver that is working with that Kubernetes, right?
That's the our CSI driver is always doing the qualification after Kubernetes release, right? So if you look at the current driver, it's not going to work for 1.26. It's not even released yet. I can't really say it works for that. So we always test that after the Kubernetes release. So like the one we just released, I think just like a week ago, that's added 1.25 support, right? Because we qualified with 1.25. Not necessarily does not work. It's just we have not qualified that one before that. So the next one will be qualifying.
Okay, but that needs to be in release notes at least, like to warn people.
But that may be strange, right? If you started to add the like CSI driver release notes into the Kubernetes release notes, that's also weird, right? So okay, how do you want to phrase this? I mean, right now,
Like, I don't know, suggest people to wait for the for the CSI driver release before upgrading to 126.
but if they use CSI driver, they will be look at CSI driver release notes. They are not going to check Kubernetes release notes for that. Right.
But they are going to update Kubernetes to 126.
They have to look at our CSI driver and see which one supports that, right? So that's the next release. That's what we add in our driver.
That's strange.
Yeah, but the QE will not sign off if we not test it. We cannot test it before it's released.
If I have a Kubernetes cluster, I will just look at the Kubernetes release notes. Okay, I can see everything is fine, so let's upgrade it. And then I realize that I have something that's probably broken. Well, it's not broken because we tested and it looks working, but it's
async, right? That's the thing. This is all is auto tree. That's that you always have this problem. So
it is auto true because the CSI APIs are supposed to be stable. I think the concern is like about around the Windows support. Like if the upgrade and migration is on by default, and with the whatever version they are running CSI driver, then they will be broken. So there should be something in, if you're going to allow, maybe we can talk this offline and how upgrade will work.
Yeah, maybe you can you just add your message on that PR will be easier. This way we can just sort out what do you want to do over there. You need a release note or something, or some fashion that maybe add comments there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay, next one, remove in-tree Azure disk. So I pinned Andy, I think he's on vacation. So I have not seen a PR yet. Has anyone seen a PR removing the in-tree Azure disk? No PR yet. So not sure if we got time, but I did ping him earlier. He said he was submitted, but I'm not seeing it yet. Okay. And then next one is a CS migration Azure file. So this one, right? So this one we do have a PR. I think we're just waiting for the delegate FS group thing to emerge, right? So
Yes.
PR pending. Delegate. PR. All right. And then the next two, the Ceph RBD and Ceph FS, I have not seen any update from Humble. I think he did tell me that he said he just got back, may not be able to finish those. So I'll just say no update unless he said there is a PR, but it's probably unlikely now. For it's already getting pretty close to the code freeze. Remove Intrigue Last.fs. Yeah, so this one, this was removed a while back. I just pinned Humble for the doc changes. He has a doc PR. Doc PR out. It's actually, there are quite a few places that we need to update. And next one is always owner reclaim policy. This is for E2 tests and some code changes. Is Deepak on the call? Okay. Yang, you want to give an update?
Yeah, I think the code changes were merged. We are just missing end-to-end tests.
Okay. Thank you. And next one is a control volume mode conversion between source and target. Is Ronaka on the call? So Ronak has a PR on the release tools repo that adds this framework so that we could add E2 test auto tree. That one is merged. So PR on he is working on test on the provisional repo for just for this feature. Next one is a non-graceful no shutdown. Yeah, so I do have a PR out, promote feature gate, and also another PR to add metrics. So I see Haman has already reviewed it, and so you are fine with that, right? So I think I need to find another someone who has the permission to merge. It's in the controller, that folder, to merge that.
Which one?
The metrics one. I don't think that none of us are.
Metric pair already merged.
Oh, you sure? I checked this morning. It was not. Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay. And then the feature gate one, I think we want to ask Jean to take a look. So I'll ping her.
Yeah.
It's
yeah. Good to me if she can take a look. Then.
Yeah, sure. Next one is enable user namespace in kubelet. Do we get any update on this? No update. Haman, do we know what's going on with this? Sounds like no update for a while.
Yeah, I haven't been.
Okay. So no update. And next one is a PVC created by stateful set will not be auto removed. Matt?
Yeah, I'm continuing the march to a beta. So right now working on the PRR metrics are going to be done through Cube State metrics, but I just ran into a complication that it's not clear how they work with fields that are behind a feature gate. So I'm working that out. If anyone has any advice on using Cube State metrics, I would love to talk to you over Slack or whatever.
I mean, I think I think the cube state metrics doesn't need to worry about the feature gate.
Yes, it seems that the end-to-end tests are failing because of the feature gate not being on.
Are you
Yeah,
you using
yeah.
this? I think that you have this. Is it GK has like alpha cluster or some alpha cluster? Are you using that one or?
No, this is so that the cube state metrics has end-to-end tests that run on kind, and they seem to be pinned to like 124 or 125 or something. So.
I don't know if
Yeah.
they have a way to enable that. Then.
Yes. So I have a discussion open with someone who may know, but
Okay.
it's always good to have some more expertise if anyone out there here.
Okay, I probably will check once you figure out. I probably want to check with you because we're also looking to maybe add something there for the non-grid no shut looking to maybe add some more metrics there as well. So okay, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, if I ever
Okay.
become useful there, yeah,
Okay.
be happy to help.
All right. But you're saying the main PR is merged? Main PR to promote what about the main PR?
No, still need to promote the actual feature gate change.
Okay. You have a PR
wanted to get the metrics change in. What's that?
The PR is not submitted yet?
For the feature gate change, yes, that is correct. It is not submitted.
Oh, okay. But you probably want to submit that one sooner, right? Rather than later.
Yeah, I was hoping to get the metrics done because I thought it would be quick and then it would be easier to submit the feature gate, but yeah.
Okay. All right. Thanks. And then next one is volume expansion for stateful sets. Herman, do we have any update on this one?
No, not today.
Okay. And then we have this one, better default storage class. Yang.
So the code has been merged.
Okay.
The feature gate is beta. And we also volunteered to write a block.
Okay. Also this one, do you also need to submit I think you also need to submit doc PR, placeholder PR by the 10th.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
doc PR. Okay. All right. Okay, I think that's all we have. Let's see, do we have any? Oh, okay. So Matt, do you want to talk about this?
Yeah, so this was just this, I don't necessarily need to open a discussion here. I just wanted to raise the profile and remind people that we have a discussion going on this doc. Everyone's welcome to contribute, and that after the code freeze, I figured would make a meeting so that we could just discuss things in person. But I think it would be great to get some more opinions on the doc before having a face-to-face.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, so yeah, this is the following the discussion in previous meeting on the volume modification proposal. So now we decided to narrow it down just to limit this to the QoS first. So this is the proposal on QoS. Yeah, so if you're if you're interested, please review this and provide your feedback. Okay.
Cool, thank you.
Thanks. Anything else? If not, then that's it for today. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.